tell you like this nigga. I'm gonna tell you like this bitch. I'm gonna tell you like this nigga. I'm gonna tell you like this bitch. Please don't fuck around with me. 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 Give a fuck, run out how you feel. Cause when I'm in the field, that's who leave the cellar bill. And I don't need no real Instagram, can't keep that shit. Cause where I came from, we ain't never had this shit no switch. Bitch, you can suck like 500 dicks. You hate on your boy, but I probably can't ignore it. All I hear is talking, but I told me that ain't shit. Let's keep it a buck, you know I be changing shit. But this one ain't ready for the diss, no memory. Bitch, your car just got the climb, and you know I'm on the high. Fuck with me, it's do or die, not in real time, but in your time, I don't play dumb. Bitch, I get the gun. If you didn't know, bitch, I'm meeting. And when it comes to my bitches, hell yeah, my nigga, I'm greedy. If you got some beef with me, then my nigga, you better squash it. Cause I'm the type of fuck to see this fuck around and stop. Don't need to go back and forth, nigga, drop it. I ain't no bitch, and I know something really only for the person, nigga, like you think I'm slipping no way. I'm just, you can't touch the fuck away, fucking show and tell. Try to handle like it, don't need no belt, the truck is out. When the truck is selling food, yeah. When the truck is selling food, yeah. When the truck is selling food, yeah. When the truck is selling food, got the truck is selling like that. Check, got the truck is selling like that right now. Got the truck is selling like that. Check, got the cheapest on it like that right now. My music got all types of vibes up in the sky. I'm hella high, not bonus, so my playlist back. This is our check on 8 out. Black don't need no time, don't need no blood, don't need no channel. I'm already that. Go bigger, that I got my hat, you know this, that's how it. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you like this nigga. I'm gonna tell you like this bitch. I'm gonna tell you like this nigga. I'm gonna tell you like this bitch. Please don't fuck around with me. 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 Yeah, go to further that, 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 go to further that. It'll go no further than that. It don't go no further than that. No further. Because if it goes any further, we have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? What's up with y'all? Just for Star Power. We back in this motherfucking check it out. Make sure we live and direct real quick. Because make sure we live and direct real quick. Make sure we got what the fuck is it? Yeah, good. You know what I'm saying? So shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Before I get into the live stream, I'm just talk shit real quick. But you know what I'm saying? Real spiritual shit going on right here. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, you know, how can you be more of an individual in a world full of motherfuckers that still seem to be lost in a sense? You know what I'm saying? When I say that, it's kind of like, how can you be an individual with the motherfuckers still got like their beef or the one to one with you, or they feel like you shouldn't be in this plateau. Like you should be down here. You know what I'm saying? How we grew up. You know what I'm saying? We had it like this. Why can't you just come back right back down here so we can keep on staying for the scraps and this and that and that and this. And see, sometimes people don't want to be in those energies. Sometimes people don't want to be in those type of times no more. You know what I'm saying? But it's not all about that. It's about getting your own
your creation, your little creation story you got going on. Because there's no such thing as a creation story, but there's such thing as creating a story for yourself. So you can do that for yourself. You can create certain stories for yourself, and then you got that going on. There's nothing no one can still do to stop you and do whatever they can just talk all the shit they want, but nothing's gonna phase you because you're in a space where you already got your your blossoming seeds going on. You know what I'm saying? You already planted the seeds. You already got your blossoming seeds. Blossom. Why can't I say that word? Blossoming seeds. You know what I'm saying? So you already got your shit creations going on. You know what I'm saying? You already got your ideas, your feelings, your thoughts, your feelings. You already planting. You already got your children coming out, creating all that shit going on. So like you don't need no people to tell you how to direct that energy. So it's like you got your shit going on. So that's kind of like how you want to be in a sense in spaces like that. You know what I'm saying? And that with that being said, it's kind of like how you want to be pushed. You want to push it out there too. You want to have something where you got product. You want to be able to push that shit out there because you ain't got no product you pushing out there. You ain't got nothing you got going on for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Every even at a live at a live stream, not live stream, but at a pre-upload. I made like I think a couple months ago talking about producing a product. Producing a product is a real thing you should really do. That's a real thing you should do. Producing products. When you produce a product, you got shit that you got going on for yourself. And producing that product, you got all types of creations for yourself, all types of memory cards. You got all types of shit, and then you can put that out. So it's like whatever state of mind you were in when you producing these products, you got things where you can when you got something going on for yourself. Let's say you start a business. Let's say you start a shoe company, whatever. Anything that's producing products. You say you got your that's your children, that's your babies. So that's the seed, that's the ideas you created for yourself to become the real life world events. So like the person who created McDonald's or Burger King or whatever, they didn't know it was going to become that big until they started it themselves. They probably started with simple fries and burgers, then it got to the product. You know what I'm saying? That's because they produced that product. That was their children. You know what I'm saying? That's what that was their babies. That's why when we do things like, oh, this is my babies, or this is my children, or this is my product. This is what we say. We say this for reasons. You know what I'm saying? We don't say this for no reason. You know what I'm saying? When we say certain things like this, we say this because this is things we do all the time. You know what I'm saying? These are your ideas. Your ideas are your kids. These are your babies. These are your children. These are what you want to cherish them. You want to cherish these ideas. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to feel like you don't want to let go of these things because these like, so it's like spiritually speaking, this is what it is. Because in the fourth and the sixth dimension, that's what it is. Now down in the one, two, and third dimension, it may apply something like it may be one of your businesses, one of your cars, your clothes, whatever. But see, that's what it plays out in the fourth and the sixth dimension. So it's like shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, with that being said, you want to know how to maneuver. You want to know how to use these things. You know what I'm saying? You want to know how to be able to not consume, but construct these things. You know what I'm saying? Because when you construct these things the right way, you got better you have better aspects to how you can relate these things with the world. You know what I'm saying? When you relate these things with the world, you got better attributes on how to relate it with the world. You know what I'm saying? So producing the product is nothing more, nothing less, but creating a production system for yourself, a creation system for yourself. So anything you got going on, you always got a consistency with that. You always got consistency with that product, that production system. So you don't gotta dig for scraps and dig for minerals and whatever, even though it's not a bad thing. But see, like when you digging for minerals, and that's not a bad thing. But see, you always want to be in the space of where you're digging for scraps. You want to be in I mean, when you're digging for minerals, you want to be in a space of where you already got everything going on. So when you got your shit, when you already got your shit, but there's a ball rolling, the minerals you're digging for, excuse me, the minerals you're digging for, it's just to polish your shit, you polish your shit up, polish your creation up. So you already got your thing going on. So you don't gotta feel like you're not in the, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. But it's like you want to know how you want to polish that shit up, so you don't want to be like all over the place with that too. But that's just the system for that going on, because we always got other shit going on where we got different creation, not creation, but mineral systems going on for ourselves. Because when we digging for minerals, that's only be used for those attributes. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be used it for other attributes and shit like that. You want to use it for different attributes. You know what I'm saying? But see, with that being said, that's kind of like the thing you want to be putting out there. You want to say you want to be pushing that shit out there, because when you're not pushing that shit out there, you got something that you're not doing for yourself. You always gotta be doing something consistent for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You always want to push some shit out there, because you're not putting some shit out there. You're in the space of where you don't even know where to start to begin with certain attributes. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you want to be doing out there. You want to be pushing certain attributes out there. So you got certain gifts and great creative gifts and talents and shit you can produce for yourself and product for yourself. And then you're on your stage, so you produce, you produce, direct, and what's it called? And then you directed, you produced it, directed, and you're the actor of it. So you're all three attributes of it. So you're walking vessel for God, that you're doing shit beyond this realm of reality. So you're beyond beyond closed doors. Behind closed doors, you know who you are, you know what you're doing. So you be doing the rituals and spells for real, for real. So we go out in the real world, you know what I'm saying? You already got the energy with you. You already got the, you already got the. So you're like some Super Saiyan power up, like, you know what I'm saying, some shit like that. So you got some Ultra Instinct, Super Saiyan, angelic, uh, you know what I'm saying, power, superstitious, you know what I'm saying, supernatural, all types of super, all that super, and that ooh, that's, you know, it's a Superman face, you know what I'm saying, but all that shit. So you got that energy for yourself. So then you don't gotta feel like naked or nothing. You already got the instance with your soul, just the senses, just you're sensitive to the senses. You already know you're about your senses, your sensei, your all that shit. So that's what it means to be a sensei in general, a spiritual sensei, is to be sensitive to the senses. So all senses, these are all senses. These are from your head to your feet. These are all your senses. So if you know how to control all these senses and use all these senses like a tool, you know how to get with the program and shit like that. So when you're back in these moments, you know what I'm saying, you know how to these are basically your chakra system. These are basically your chakra tools, your chakra wheels, all that shit. So when you understand how to use your chakra wheels, you know understand how it's really all it is. It's all about using your chakra wheels, all about using your chakra senses, all that. So it's really all about that shit. But we 12 minutes in, so back in the motherfucking field. Jupiter and Taurus, you know what I'm saying? Jupiter and Taurus is gonna be a time where we all gonna be stabilized on what can make us feel spiritual in a sense. You know what I'm saying? What can make us feel connected to our spiritual path. You know what I'm saying? So connected to our spiritual path can go either a lot of ways, but see, it's gonna direct us all to be more of individuals in times like these. You know what I'm saying? Connected based on the spiritual purposes. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it's gonna be like for us. So it's gonna be like, however, we gonna be directing our energies, directing our connections, all that shit like that. Okay, you know, so you got to connect. You know what I'm saying? You got to connect. It's gonna be talking to ourselves like that in the mind. Like it's gonna be a one time. So we got to connect. Oh, it's gonna be, we're talking to God. You know what I'm saying? If you know how to be with nothing, no thing. That's how you connect with God. But see, I hate that I even said that, because that's low key. But I can say this. You know what I'm saying? You want to know how to connect with nothing, no thing, because you know how to connect with God. That's how you connect with nothing. You know what I'm saying? So when you ask to connect, you're not really saying anything. You're in the space of how you try to connect to the source by yourself. So that source is within you, because we all got that within ourselves. So if you know how to connect that within yourself, you know how to connect with the connection system. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you want to be in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, it's going to be in the space of where when we connecting with all possibilities, we don't tie to spiritual. We don't tie to spirituality. You know what I'm saying? Individuality. Even though all possibilities really has nothing to do with none of that shit. All possibilities is just understand the nothing energy, you know what I'm saying? The no thing energy, you know what I'm saying? But see, spirituality is by default. We do it because everything in life is spiritual. But when we come to the conclusion that when we came here, this is how we came low key got dirty. You know what I'm saying? How we created mind was dirty. That's low key what we created as a sense of security, though, in the same way. So that's how we gonna try to relate this back and forth energy. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be the sense of how we can relate this energy and this energy, that energy and that energy, this and that and this and shit like that, and try to connect that shit together. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, you know what I'm saying? We gonna Jupiter and Taurus is gonna push us to be more spiritual in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be directing us to be more spiritual, what we can value, what we can touch, what we can taste, what we can what we can what we can maneuver in, what we can make the stable in, what we can, whatever we see is stable in, we can tie that to spirituality and shit like that. So we're gonna be in spaces like that. We know how to tie shit like that to spirituality, and we're gonna see how we can tie certain shit to spirituality beyond this world, beyond this realm of reality. Because this realm of reality, even gonna be spaces where we're gonna even be able to decipher what's real and what's fake at times like these. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be in this. It's gonna be shit like It's gonna the world, the universe is gonna push us to be connected to more individuals like minded, just like us. You know what I'm saying? So we need spaces where if we connect with more spiritual beings like us, we'll be connected to motherfuckers just like us and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure you know how to do that in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna be the end all be all for you, and you want to make sure you know how to not end all be all, not end all be all, but it's gonna be like one of the end alls and be alls for you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's gonna be like one. That's gonna tie what if you really were spiritual. If you weren't bullshit in this past 3 years, if you're really spiritual, you know what I'm saying. So it's gonna push you to now that with energies like this, it's gonna really be in energies like, all right, so you about that, you know what I'm saying. You about that time and you about that life, you about that shit. Let's start it now. You know what I'm saying. Don't run away from it now. Weren't you talking about all this shit since you know what I'm saying, since 2020? This is it now. So this is it. You know, you better show for what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be times where it's gonna be pushing us to be more in directed energies, more direct, because you got a lot of planets in direct too, and retrograde. So whatever's going to be pushing us to be more maneuvering and more stable in a sense like that, we gonna be directed to more like how we can make it in a sense of where we can we have a sense of security and stability too, that with the spirituality purpose, the spiritual purposes too, because we ain't gonna just be all over the place. Don't get it fucked up. You know what I'm saying? We may feel like we want to be all over the place because that's that Jupiterian energy, because you know how Jupiterian is, but that Taurus is gonna make us want to be stable too. So that's stable. So it's gonna make us want to be uh, 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 mutable and stable at the same time. So it's gonna be because Jupiter's already not mutable, but you know what I mean. It's gonna make us more out the box. You know what I'm saying? Out, and that's not a bad thing to be. That's actually a good thing to be. You know what I'm saying? When you want to be out the box, out the square, or out not even out none of those Masonic concepts. But I'm just talking shit right now. Out your mind. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom. That's perfect example. Perfect example. Out your mind. Because when you're out the mind, you're more direct to the source, and you're more direct to all possibilities. Because you're more out that mind shell too. So you're no longer in that shell form. You know what I'm saying? You're more out the you know what I'm saying, out that shit. So now when you're more out that shit, you can more understand inner and overstand shit. So when you overstand shit, you're in a space of where you can have more spacious events you can got going on for yourself. So you got more outer events going on for yourself. So so you'll be more, be outside. You'll probably be outside more, and it may not be manifest physically being outside, but you're more outside mind. You're more outside mind speaking. You're more outside of mind body, so you're more outside of those bodies, and we're seeing shit from beyond those concepts, and those continents and constellation systems too. So when you're out of those minds, you got better ways how you can maneuver your vehicle and see how that shit goes, and because it's no longer a vehicle. It's more this is you're the observer observing shit, and you're doing shit beyond that world. You know what I'm saying? You're doing shit like that. So it's gonna be like that. You're gonna be in spaces where you want to know how to be in spaces like that. How you know how to get with places like that, get with energies like that, and know how to connect with shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? It's things like that. You want to know how to connect with certain things beyond this world. So when you're connecting with certain other shit, be like you connect with certain other shit. It's really just when I say connecting with certain other shit, it's really just connecting with yourself. It's really just connecting with yourself. So it's like when you know how to connect with certain other cells within yourself, you know, get better and understand yourself. So when you're out that realm of reality, when you come back down here, you got better ways in how you can relate to people. You got better ways how you can relate to people and parlay with people. You know what I'm saying? Just all because you know how to relate with yourself better. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it means to be out into it. When you're out and in tune with yourself, when you're out in tune with yourself, You got better ways now you can relate and attribute yourself in that world realm of reality. So you don't gotta feel like you're on some other shit where you feel lost and shit. But you know what I'm saying, you got always feel like you got a sense of security, sense of stability and such shit like that. So you know what I'm saying, that's gonna be a really real life energy you're gonna be like into. It's gonna be like how can you be in a sense of security, and how can you be out there with a sense of, you know what I'm saying? How can you be out with a sense of security, and you don't need no validations with you. You already got the validation system. You are the validation system. You validate yourself. You know what I'm saying? You want to be in spaces like that where you know how to validate yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you got the validations from God. So you don't need no person, no thing, no nothing out in the way. You only got your validation from God and yourself. But more importantly, you got it from God, because that's where it counts the most. You know what I'm saying? Because then whatever you're doing may look the most opposite, may look the most negative, may look the most opposing, whatever. But you always got the energy of source, which you're of the know, because you already got the know energy. So whatever you got going on, you always got the know how. So whatever happens, it can be negative or positive, but you always got something, you know how to get out of that situation, you know how to understand that situation, and God can only trust you to be in that situation, because you're the only one that you only right, you're the only one that can fit those shoes. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's gonna be a sense of where we know we gotta know how to connect. We ought to gotta know how to understand shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We ought to gotta know how to understand shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm sorry I'll keep calling. I'm low key, you know what I'm saying? But I had to go live because, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? But check it out. Oh shit. But yeah, but that being said, we want to know how to be in spaces like that where we know how to get connected with shit like that. We don't need we don't need to channel nothing. So we channel ourselves, because once you're in a space where you channel something, automatically you're in a demonic time. Because how you gonna channel something that's not you? You know what I'm saying? How the fuck you? That's why that one song, that song I just played right now. I was talking about I was talking about, yeah. Don't need no channel. I'm already that. You know what I'm saying, nigga? I don't channel shit. I'm already that. So why should I need to channel anything? You know what I'm saying? Especially if you know who you are. With times like this, you better know who you are, nigga, or homie cheats or bitch. You better know who you are, cause shit, if you don't know who you are, then shit, you not on your, you not on the you not on the you don't know where you are at the Monac or nothing. You're this somewhere, because you probably listen, if you're wise enough, you probably not may not even be on that Monac. So you may be out. We may have been born out of bounds. So that's where I was born. So shit. But see, if you know where it started from, okay, I'm not even in that motherfucker. I'm somewhere out of bounds. But see, if you really don't know yourself, and you still don't try to, you're probably somewhere in the middle, deep in the center, stuck and stable right there. And you probably that's probably where you resigned at. That's probably where you got aware for the first time, man. So nigga, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying. So if you don't know where you're from at this point like that, you don't know how to fucking move and maneuver and shit like that. So you better know yourself right now, nigga. You better, you know what I'm saying. You best know yourself right now. Ain't no one playing around, motherfucker. Shit, I may look like I'm joking. I'm being serious right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Gemini, so I'm like, this is my time right now. So I like talking and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be like, listen, I like talking shit, nigga. I ain't gonna hold you. I like talking shit. It wasn't Tupac, Prince of Gemini. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Gemini faces. I like talking shit. Now I ain't gonna hold you. So I'm saying. So when it comes to me, I like talking in general. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. That is me. You know what I'm saying? But check it out. Moon sign though. But check it out. With that being said, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you may never know where you got away for first time. So you may have got away for some out of bounds, like me and a lot of other spirits. You know what I'm saying, that know themselves, because you gotta know yourself to even be from those spaces. You know what I'm saying. So if you don't know yourself, and then you're just still talking like you're like, oh man, we all came from Africa and all this, and then we all came from Lucy and all the and then you probably in the middle, right there. So you don't know where you came from. You know what I'm saying? So you best believe, you best understand this shit now, nigga. We all special. You know what I'm saying? But listen, and then, at the same time, we're all we're all learning too. So I'm not gonna hold it upon no one like that because we all learning too. A lot of people don't know any better, you know. So a lot of people still think that we're in spaces of where we don't know if we're coming or going. You know what I'm saying? So it's you better be in spaces where you know what the fuck you're doing right now. So you know what the fuck you're doing right now. You always got a place for yourself in the spiritual realm. So you know what. So if all fails, if all what's that saying goes, if all goes and fails, you always got a space you can go to and direct your energy. So you always got like a meditation, medicated space you know how to get to by default. So you know it's within yourself first. You know what I'm saying? You know how to get to that clairvoyance within yourself. You don't gotta go looking for externalize it. You know, so you already know it's within yourself. Mm. So if once you know how to connect with that shit, you don't gotta feel like lost and confused and whatever like that. You already got the energy source within yourself. Like, oh, I got confirmation within myself, so I don't need no I don't need no say so no or no or say how or whatever. You already got the know how. You know, so you don't need no fucking say how. You know what I'm saying? Say how is when motherfuckers think they can say what they got going on for you. Like for example, like let's say you know how to flip the best burgers in McDonald's or Burger King, and then they got you an energy form like yo, you should probably do it like this. Man, how you gonna listen to the motherfucker doing like how you gonna listen to that motherfucker telling you how you do like that? Well, you already got your own way how to do it. So you already got you're already the one that everyone's looking at how to do it. Like, oh this chick, she doing it the right way. How the fuck she do it like that? So this nigga, this bitch or this nigga about to tell you, oh, yeah, do it like this. Just flip it like this because if you flip it like this, you know, say you get the juices and sauces and all. And oh man, like, you don't never listen to no motherfucker like that. You listen to yourself. I don't give a fuck where they're coming from. Talking about oh this and that and that and this. You only listen to yourself because you know how you got the best way how to attribute that shit. So if you know how to attribute your shit and attribute your flipping skills, you know the best way how to flip it is how you flip it. So you ain't gonna ain't no shame in that. You know how to flip your motherfucking burger. So that's a know how though. You don't need no say how. Like, the nigga telling you how to say it, and then the nigga telling you how to do it because of what they said from their fucking mouth. Nigga, what the fuck? They ain't shit. The fuck, nigga, them niggas ain't shit. How you want to see a motherfucker like that, nigga? You know what I'm saying? You gotta be in spaces where you know what the fuck you know what the fuck you're doing because what came to your mind. You know what I'm saying? What came to your senses? You know, so no puns intended. Because I begin this video with senses. I'm saying your senses, whatever. So these are all eyeballs. You know what I'm saying? We're all seeing these from different eyeballs. So if you best you know how to see these things from different eyeballs, see these things from different perspectives. You know, how to see these things from different perceptions. You know what I'm saying? Because these are all different perceptions we're looking at. You know what I'm saying? So the best you know how to understand these things. You know, understand these things from different perceptions. You know what I'm saying? So don't never listen to a person that tells you do this and that and that and this and this and that and that and this. You already got a space where you already know what to do within yourself because you already understand yourself already internal realm. You know, so you already understand the internal. So I'm saying, so it's all about that. You know what I'm saying, and Jupiter and Taurus is gonna push us to be more of individuals too, like that too. You never want to be a person that's not being thyself. You know, so just always be thyself because when you're always yourself, you always die in the high horse high. You're always looking at yourself out the body and looking at yourself from a different perception. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you want to be at. You want to be shit like that. We understand when you look at that shit from different perceptions, you already got different attributes on how to look at yourself in the whole totality. You know what I'm saying? But that's just understanding the direction, the direct energy within yourself. You know what I'm saying? You understand that direct energy with yourself. You understand the better ways and how you can understand yourself within the internal too, because it's all about the internal too. The internal, external, eternal, all that three, because internal is the mind, external is no, I mean internal is the mind, external is the physical, eternal is the spirit. So you understand all three attributes, you understand all ways how to attribute yourself within the spiritual realm, you know what I'm saying? And that's what you want that's where you want to be at, you know what I'm saying? You never want to be in a space where you don't understand these things within yourself too, you know what I'm saying? We understand when you understand these things within yourself, you got better ways how you can better lies, someone better. Oh, better like yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you better like yourself. You got better ways now. You create better lights for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So whatever you're doing for yourself, you always got better spaces of where you can attribute your spirit and shit like that. So you're always connecting to other shit beyond this world. You know, so you always know how to connect with shit beyond this realm of reality. You know what I'm saying? reality. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But you know what I'm saying? That's like that's a little. That's just, I don't want to break that down. Jupiter and Taurus. You know what I'm saying? We already 30 minutes in. So yeah. Well, and my I should about to die too. Shit. I'm on 16%. Yeah, perfect. I'm glad I ended this right now. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all that came in over y'all for y'all who couldn't tune in. We'll be watching this in the rerun. You know what I'm saying? Shout y'all out too. You know what I'm saying? When nigga, we out in this motherfucker. I love all and appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart everywhere, deep down, left, right, up and down. I love y'all. Love and appreciate y'all for watching and shit. Jet Spark stop out and we out in this motherfucker.